Wir Raw Deluxe heute hier auf unserem Battle-Finale. Jetzt hier sitzen wir mit Smut Peddlers. Nice to have you in our show. And a lot of heads knew Mr. Eon and Mighty, my as High and Mighty. Then Cage joined the group. And your album is called, it's about sex. It's Sex Tourist. What's about that? What's about the concept? A lot of porno styles and shit like that you talk about. And we saw the video. And what's the concept behind it? Is it your real lifestyle or what's behind it?
Well, it's just kind of like a darker side to the High and Mighty. Once you add Cage into the mix, he naturally brings out an iller side to our creativity. And Born Again is basically just like a play on Born Again. Obviously, in America, we say there's Born Again Christians, so this is Porn Again. And it started out as just a single that we had done together back in 1997. But when we got our label deal with Raucous, they wanted us to do a Smut Peddlers album as well as a High and Mighty album. So it's just kind of like a metaphor for Smut, is like a metaphor for the type of stuff we do for hip-hop.
And how is the reaction in a lot of people I know in America when they hear like porno and they're like, how's the reaction you get from this?
Well, a lot of reviews we've been getting, they've been saying, it's a new style of rap, porno rap. Yeah. They haven't really been even reviewing the album for what it is. So
that's for the image.
Yeah, the initial reviews we've been getting, they haven't even really been looking at what the album is, but we feel it's deeper. It's not all about porn and it's no gimmick. It's just a little theme we have, you know what I mean? But it's some real hip-hop shit, just like the High and Mighty album and just like Cage shit.
You knew that before, that you're doing this style, with Beetlejuice is on the cover. He did the intro and a lot of nice girls. You knew that before that you get a reaction like that, the people will look, oh, what's that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, this is a shocking cover. I mean, it's an interesting cover. And, Beetlejuice, but it also represents, here's Beetlejuice, who is ugly amongst, the beautiful girls. And, that's what we feel kind of, it's a metaphor for us in the whole hip-hop world, is that we're, the freaks amongst, all the people making all the money and having, all this, the crystal and the diamonds and all that shit. And we got fake diamonds in our fake crowns. And we got,
style.
Exactly. But also, the whole porno aspect of it is, I think, everyone has, different sides to them. There isn't just one good person who's all good and one bad person who's all bad. It's kind of like a celebration of the darker side within all of us. If you look at me lyrically, it's a little darker, and it shows that side of me. And so if you look at the beats and stuff, they're real grimy, and of course Cage, it just has that darker feel to it. And that's what we try to do.
Okay, now we watch you live on stage. Jetzt schauen wir uns Smut Peddlers live auf der Bühne an. Okay, bis gleich. Yeah.
Cases, delicious, mystic, malicious, ridiculousness, the cheese like my snippet. I strip this down to the core. Many don't know what I have in store for you. In this era, this fight stellar terror. My scripts consist of printed parchments. I gave the apple to Eve and she ate it. Built the pyramids in the space, and now y'all fucking hate it. Procreate the reborn and keep this fight torn. My defense is tight, and they just dehorn. All these corn on the cob. Now they popcorn. Plus I got a bucket of them, so stick it to them. Bring buckets to them, stick the suckers to them. They can't move when I bring my touch to them. Can't feel my shit no matter what I say. So they ask out of fat before the big buffet with no delay. Everybody put your fucking hands up. Hands up. That's right. It's my man Cage Colonels, y'all.
Here go the evidence.
You wanna shoot a video, bring a pistol to Blockbuster. Wanna step the weatherman, cause they all cocksuckers. When I told the story was gold and gory, pulling jewelry off your dead bitch in a crematory. Put 12 little faggots in a fucking dirt and claw. Out the little girl's gone, ask her who's bizarre. I'm so on the ground, I should see production in China. Cut a dime and half, I got 2 nicks in one vagina. Find a therapist that I can eat out too. Cause I'm so homesick, I'm as far as Olympian too. My vision is still frame animation. Put a gun to a square, make them slice summation. Pissing and Jason got a dog born Asian. Study virtue in the basement where my doctor tried to keep his patient. Paint a portrait, 4 minutes, slow rush while fools flock in a circle to dissect the rush.
Perfection, yeah. You already work with Cool G Rap and a lot of hip-hop artists. How was that for you to work with a guy like Cool G Rap, a legend?
It was definitely an honor, you know, because we did Talk Like Sex Part 2 with Cool G Rap on this album, and all three of us were big fans of the original Talk Like Sex, an old Cool G Rap song, which, you know, we felt was pretty much the dopest, smutty hip-hop song ever made. So originally we didn't have any guest artists on the album because a lot of people said there were too many guests on the High and Mighty album, but then last minute we had to add the Cool G Rap and the Cool Key song. Yeah. And, you know, we felt like we got the best out of Cool G Rap because the beat is really on some vintage style Cool G Rap shit.
And the beats on the album, what's important for the beats for you? What is a good beat?
I think a good beat is, you know, something that keeps your interest, that makes the MC sound good. Yeah. You know, the drums got to be banging because every beat starts off with the drums. You know, that's the basis behind all music. So as long as the beats are banging and your drums are knocking, you know, that's important.
And is it like when you hear the music tells you the story, or you just got a concept and then you make the song? How does it happen?
Well, I think it's been different things for different ones. You know, sometimes, you know, me and Cage will just be writing to whatever and have like dope verses, and then, you know, we'll listen to a few of Mighty Mai's beats, and, you know, and see that it fits on one of them. Or sometimes Mai will be like, yo, we gotta just do some shit over this beat because this beat is so dope and this beat needs to, you know, like get on the album. You know, like we need to really like show this. So, you know, it can go either way, but, you know, either way it comes out dope.
Yeah. And one track on the album is there you sampled a political magazine from Germany, the Smut. The song is called the Smut. From where you get it? I was very surprised. I listened to this. I know this.
I got it from a music library record that obviously that German magazine had taken it from that. But
very fast for a typical hip-hop track, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look out for the remix, too, with Cool Savage. It's going to be a German remix for that. You know, look out for that in March or April. You know, right when our album comes out, which comes out March 5th, Porn Again. Make sure you buy that and look out for the German remix of that Smut.
It's Cool Savage. How does that happen? You made where you met him?
Yeah, well, we have a show with him tonight, you know, right downstairs. But, you know, they sent us over his music and we were feeling it. And they said that he's very controversial, which we feel we are. And, you know, hopefully it'll turn out dope.
Okay. For sure. Okay, wir schauen uns jetzt Battle-Vorrunde Teil 1 an und sind wir gleich wieder hier zurück mit Smut Peddlers. Yeah. Okay, wieder hier zurück mit Smut Peddlers. Wie gesagt, auf Cage nochmal einzugehen, es gibt ja immer diesen Beef zwischen MCs, mal zu sehen, was er dazu zu sagen hat. You got that alter ego Alex, or in your rhyme styles, like MCs got different names, and we heard about the beef with Eminem. And what about that? Does Alex got a problem with Eminem?
I don't battle pop stars. That's kind of his job, man.
Okay. But how does it? What do you think about when there is an MC, if he's not a pop star, and you got a problem with him and in a freestyle? Is it personally or is it just lyrically?
I guess that depends on, like, you know, what he says, or you know, like in the magazine, if you threaten my life, then I might take it personally. Yeah.
And you're an MC who raps, who likes us to battle on a record, to drop a verse, or on stage, just like, come on, let's see what you're at.
Either or, however you want to do it, man. As Beetlejuice would say, wherever you want to put it, bro.
You got a lot of battles there where you live? A lot of freestyle sessions where a lot of rapper came and say, yo, you know famous, you got a record, I'm better than you. Are there a lot of rappers like these?
Just amongst the white rappers, it's like we feel white.
White on white crime? Yeah. A lot of white on white crime.
Get along.
Yeah.
Every white rapper hates every other white rapper in America.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just happens to be that way. Like Eminem has beef with Everlast, and Eminem has beef with Evidence now from Dilated Peoples, and you know.
What do you think about it?
You know, I think it brings some excitement back into hip hop. I think the battle element is dope, but it seems like no one knows what they're battling about. You know, when there's some real beef, you know, then it's cool, but it's like, why does, you know, Eminem have beef with Evidence? He doesn't even know. Why does Eminem have beef with Cage? You know what I mean? Like, just think it seems like Eminem is causing a lot of beef, you know what I mean, within the rap community.
What will you wish how it should be?
You know, like I said, it's cool when there's battles. It adds excitement all the way back from, you know, Shan and BDP and the Real Roxanne and UTFO. You know, there's always been battles in hip hop, you know, but I wish, you know, some real good records would be made like there were back in the day, like The Bridge Is Over and all that shit.
You're laughing, you have something to say?
No, yeah, I mean, I just think, you know, there should be an Eminem, Cage, Evidence, and Everlast posse cut song.
Yeah, that
called We All Love. You know?
Yeah, that's cool. You're freestyle MCs also? You like to kick some rhymes for our viewers? You in the mood? I give you a beatbox, smooth beatbox.
Go ahead. Yo. I got vintage Nike stuck firm in the earth's dirt and 31 flavors of hydroponic sherbet with rainbow jimmies, the brain glow in me, Instamatic, run the point like Mike Bibby, the son of Henry, with the last minute entry, y'all hanging on my balls, teabagging like Tetley, introduce a high post to the low post and dunk on them, when we blow skunk on them, kids doing coke mad cause they dick shrunk on them, and if your woman wants, I blow the spunk on them, fuck a third out my third leg hobbles, will be a goggles, shit and jack bottles, debacles, I'm sick. Essential elements I spit. Use a tuning fork to eat lace alphabets.
Yeah, alles klar. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here in our show.
I was rhyming into the Smurf house.
Yeah, to the Smurf house hier. Smut Peddlers, Leute. Alles klar, wir sehen uns.